We are breaking 7 days a week on the Real Sports Cards app, available on the Google Play and Apple App Store. We've been breaking since 2016 and offer a variety of breaks, including pick your teams and pick your players, random teams and drafted teams, mixers, and more. We built this app with the collector in mind, with features like scheduled drop times, custom notification settings, and earned rewards on purchases, among other things. And we want to be a one-stop shop for collectors, which is why we've added services like PSA grading and eBay consignment straight from breaks. We are a PSA authorized dealer and offer grading services from value to walkthrough. All you need to do is fill out the form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing, and we will take care of the rest. All submissions from breaks include a review and a wipe down of your card, and you won't be charged for anything until we get your card back from PSA. eBay consignment is a similar process, where you will need to fill out a form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing for any cards that you'd like to submit. All cards will be listed next business day for a 5-day auction starting at 99 cents. And again, we will handle everything from there. And after the sale, you'll have the option to be paid out via check, PayPal goods, or break credit. The links for these services can now be found as buttons in the description of every break. In case you haven't heard, we now offer direct in-app support for anything you might need from us. Whether you've got a question about a specific break, about shipping, about sending cards to PSA or eBay consignment, or anything else that you might need, this is the place to do it. There are a couple of different ways to get there. Within the app, you can click on Community down at the bottom, and then click on Messages up at the top. Then choose either Minnesota or Wisconsin supports to ask your question. Or you can just click into any break and then click the blue support button, and it will automatically open up the support chat for the location that's hosting that particular break. This lets us know exactly which account is asking the question, and it helps ensure that we can get back to you in a timely manner.
What's happening, everyone? Andrew Nags here with Real Sports Cards, and we are live. We got some little Saturday morning personal, Saturday afternoon, early afternoon, whatever you want to call it, personals to kick off our Saturday. I will be covering the afternoon shift for Titus today, so you get me all afternoon. We got ourselves a fun afternoon. Like I said, plenty of personals up to choose from. After that, we got some Formula One. If you guys haven't seen that stuff yet, it is a phenomenal product. The inserts are just awesome. I could open Formula One all day and just stare at the inserts because they just did a tremendous job. After that, we got a little CDD exclusive MVP Hockey Silver Collection. If you guys haven't seen that one yet, chasing the silver and copper scripts. Been a lot of fun. Singles are selling great. Got big names in there. Demidov, Schaefer, Snuggerud. Beckett for the Ducks is selling like crazy. You got Zeev for the Wild. So lots of good teams. That's a tiered pick your team. So you basically get a good team, the team you want, and then you get a little throw in for an extra chase there. Some of those smaller teams are sneaky though. After that, we got a little Bowman draft mixer. One jumbo, one super jumbo, and our one hobby, one jumbo, and one delight. I forget they changed the name. After that, we got football with Immaculate in there. Get the Downtown Chase, Color Blast Chase, Kaboom Chase. Then we got a full case of Topps Chrome Megas, and then Ginter X, and then Team Amel will be taking over the evening. So let's go ahead and get started here. We got 2 boxes of Cosmic for Mr. Huskies Forever. This is a absolute tremendous product. They every year Cosmic has been good, but I feel like they stepped their game up and went even better, went even bigger this year. Arguably a product of the year. I think you can honestly put it in the category for product of the year. So appreciate you allowing me to rip some for you, Huskies. Let's get started here. Let's find you something huge. Let's find like a Superfractor or red or Something big. Something big. Drop my post-it notes. Otherwise, yeah, tons of different personals up there. We got Pokemon, we got baseball, we got basketball, we got football. I don't know if we have any One Piece in there or not. That's been quite the hot seller in our shop. Trying to look at that. We got soccer. We got the MVP Silver Collection there if you want to do a personal box. Select baseball. Phenomenal product. That's one of my favorite rips right there. I know it's unlicensed, but the value is there. The value is there, especially at that price point. The checklist is great. We got the Cup Hockey, Pixar Gold, Disney, Bowman Draft, obviously, up there. What else we got? Topps Chrome Basketball. Yeah. Lots to choose from when it comes to personal boxes. And if you don't see something and are interested in something out, shoot me a message in the chat. Let me know what else you could be looking for, and I can see what we got, how much it would cost. We got a full shop out there. It's hard to list everything. Johnny Badger grabbing a Blackhawks Centennial box. I did get to rip 2 of those the other day. Those are really fun, especially if you're a Blackhawks fan. I feel like it's a must-buy. If you are a Blackhawks fan, the Centennial is a must-buy. Great, great collection starter there. All right, here we go. Starting off with some upside-down cards. Starting off with a white hole right away. Let's see, a nice name. Willy Adames. Not exactly who we had in mind, Huskies. Willy Adames, but these cards are just so beautiful. Giants there. I'll be honest, I didn't know he was a Giant. Lightspeed Trout. Paul Skeens on the Ultraviolet Beam. Roki Extraterrestrial. There's Jackson Holiday Ultraviolet Beam. Roki on the Extraterrestrial Talent. And Starry Night is going to be Jackson Merrill on the short print. I like that. Starry Night, Jackson Merrill, Padres. Just so many fun inserts, short prints in this stuff. There is Ohtani, and we do have a planet. We do have a Planetary Pursuit. It is, oh, sweet. How about Francisco Lindor on the Mars? That is awesome. These cards have looked better and better every single year they bring them back. Francisco Lindor. And if you're not familiar with these, the farther you get away from the sun, the more rare they become. The print run gets lower and lower. What's up, Huskies? Off to a good start in this box for you. Ricky Henderson Lightspeed. Off to a good start here. Out of 99, nice. That'll sell. Paul Skeens out of 99. Is it Blue Moon? I think is what they're called, maybe. Maybe I'm thinking of, maybe I got beer on the mind, but I think it might be called Blue Moon. I know Green Space Dust, Gold, I can't remember. Oh, we do got Gold. Come on, be an auto. Be an auto. Oh, it's not. It's a, what is it? Adele Amador out of 50. That's sweet. I like this kid a lot. He's not going to light up the stat sheet. He's probably not going to sell for a ton in this hobby. Obviously, a gold will be nice. But he's going to be a really good baseball player for the Rockies. Him and Tovar up the middle for them. 2 very young talents. That is 42 out of 50 on the gold. Luis Angel Acuna. We got another gold. My goodness, this box is loaded with color. Rookie. Come on, give us a big one. It is so many Dodgers, and it's Dalton Rushing, but we'll take it. 2 golds. 2 golds, a blue, and 2 short prints so far in this box. Dalton Rushing gold out of 50. Dodgers, still a good player. Still a good player. But we like to shoot for the moon on this product, literally. Dalton Rushing nucleus. There is Star Clusters, Aaron Jones, and Acuna. James Wood. And how about another short print? Orange out of 25 on the Stars. It is, oh wow, there we go. 7 out of 25, Aaron Judge. What a box. What a fun box. 3 short prints, 2 golds, and a blue so far. Aaron Judge on the Baseball Stars. I forget the exact name of what they're called. Something Stars. Christian Campbell. Mookie Betts. And refractor, Byron Buxton. Yeah, wonderful color. 2 golds, an orange, a blue, a white, and the white too was in there. Let me get your these inserts and stuff sleeved up. The inserts in this product do really well too. Yeah, that was definitely a fun first box. Now let's match it up with the second one. Maybe mix in an auto. I'd say so. I'm not opposed. After this box will be Johnny Badger with the Blackhawks Centennial box. Johnny, you here, bud? That, I don't know, that pack must have had extra cards in it. It's so heavy. But it's not thick like the Planetarium. All right, here we go. Box 2. Let's match that one. Zach Neto refractor. Elly De La Cruz on the light speed. Ohtani light speed. Where's all our color in this box? Jose Ramirez. Drake Baldwin. Refractor, Dalen Lyle. And we got out of 199, Adolis Garcia, Rangers. Judge. And there's Lindor Soto Star Clusters. Man, that was no more color. Refractor Hunter Green. Was all the color in the first box or what? Jacob Wilson. Max Fried. There's James Wood launched into orbit. And Yamamoto. Well, I'm glad that we did that first box after seeing that. The first box was good, Gerbach. This one was yuck. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat that one. Sorry about that, Huskies. Yeah, I'd say box one wins. I think we could take one card from box one and it wins. No problem. Thank you, buddy. I'm glad. I'm really glad that we had that first box. All right, perfect. I'm going to go grab that box here, Johnny, and then we'll go ahead and rip that. Gerbach grabbing some Bowman Draft Jumbo. I'll grab that as well. Do a recap quick here. Johnny, do you want me to send the tin to Neto, Lyle, Fried, Wood, Lindor, Soto, Ohtani, Hank Aaron, Chipper Jones, Ronald Acuna, Buxton, and Roki. And then out of 199, Adolis Garcia. Yeah, all of this from one box is absolutely wild. Willie Adames, White Hole, Dalton Rushing, Gold, and Nucleus, Starry Night, Jackson Merrill, Adele Amador, Gold out of 50. We got Paul Skeens, Blue out of 99. That's an awesome looking card. Aaron Judge on the baseball out of 25. And then we have Francisco Lindor on the Mars. Congratulations, Huskies. I appreciate you as always. I'll see you around, buddy. All right. Yep, I can do that. I'm going to go grab that tin quick and then Gerbach Jumbo. So give me 1 second. All right. Let's get started here. second. I'm going to go $10 off all teams in Formula One. Like I said, that stuff has been fun and loaded. All right, Johnny up. Johnny, are you a Blackhawks fan then? These are cool. These are some cool boxes, especially if you're a Blackhawk. Even if you're not. Like, I had fun ripping these the other day. Awesome. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Good luck. Pulled some cool cards the other day. No massive autos. I know we hit like Lucas Reichel. I'm not complete. I'll be honest. I'm not super familiar with the Blackhawks franchise in the past, but I ripped a couple of these for a Blackhawks fan, and he was really happy with what came out. Some fun legend autos in here. And then after this box will be Mr. Gerbach with the Bowman Draft Jumbo. Is that football? That's a replay, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's the Bills. I'm like, wait, the Bills aren't playing. All right, here we go. Great for set building if you like building sets. So the yellows are a little more short printed. There's yellows, greens. Then there's golds. And auto is going to be Martin Lapointe. Martin Lapointe on card auto. 2005 to 2008 Chicago Blackhawks. Martin Lapointe. You'll obviously appreciate that card more than me because I don't know much about him. But I love that they're all on card autos too. Some great PC cards here. Orange should be numbered. Orange is out of 125 on the. It's called the High Decibel. Antti Niemi. I remember him. I remember Niemi, goalie. On the High Decibel parallel. And Johnny Aduya. Johnny Aduya, going to be another auto there. 2011 to 2015. Some name drops for sure. Some name drops in this stuff. Johnny Aduya. Well-respected captain. Very cool. Like, these are cool. All the different award winners. Patrick Kane, the Calder Trophy. You got Bobby Hall, the Lady Bing Trophy. Connor Bedard, the Calder Trophy. So the top rookie trophy, him and Patty Kane. Look at that one. That one's a yellow. So those ones, like I said, it goes green, and then the yellows are a little more short printed, like these ones. There's Chris Chelios, Dominic Hasek, Corey Crawford, some goalies. It's the goalies. And gold, nice. Jeremy Roenick, first rounder on the gold. Golds are unnumbered, but they're more short printed. Jeremy Roenick on the first rounder gold. Guy was a stud. Played a little bit of high. I think he played for almost every team in the NHL when it was all said and done. Not really, but we're gonna go with it. And that is Philippe Kurashev. Philippe Kurashev on the Madhouse Materials for the Blackhawks. Patrick Kane, first rounder. That's cool. Capturing a champion. Stan Mikita out of 1961. Look at that old school photo. And that one is going to wrap it up. Fun stuff. I like this. It's like a history. It's like a history lesson. It's a history lesson on top of sports cards. So we got Philip Kurashev on the Madhouse Materials. Yellow Connor Bedard award winners. Jeremy Roenick on the gold. Antti Niemi, goalie. 107 out of 125 on the high decibel. Orange. Then we got a couple autos here. Johnny Aduya. And then Martin Lapointe. I've heard of his name. I just not super familiar with his career. But I've definitely heard of him. Definitely heard it of him. Yes, no problem. Thank you, Johnny. I always like ripping that stuff. I'll get those shipped out Monday for you, bud. All right. Mr. Gerbach up next. Mr. Gerbach up next. We're just gonna do one pack at a time, just so they're not all in the way. I like doing it. All right, pack one. Basically, so this the jumbo format's been a good product in our store for like a pack out, because obviously the smallest version of Bowman Draft you can get is a hobby box, and it's like over $600. So we pack out these boxes at, it's like 200 a pack, maybe a little less. Actually, it's at a little less than 200 a pack. And it's great for it because it's essentially like buying one normal hobby box for like a Topps Chrome or Bowman product. And if you buy one pack, you guarantee yourself an auto, so it works out well. All right, here we go. Buzz through the paper. There is Andrew Salas out of 250. What's going on with his? Got some sticky stuff on it. Maldonado. Nice Stacks Killaby refractor. I was trying to figure out what is going on with these sleeves, why they're not all stacked up correctly. We got like 5 sleeves inside of one right here. Explains why my stack's all whacked out. All right, auto should be in this side then. And nice, Seth Hernandez. That's a good start. There's Colleen. Seth Hernandez base auto. There's talking about him being the next Paul Skeens, not just because he's a Pirate, just because his arm is absolutely electric. That's a good start there on that base auto. We're going to take base autos. That's a good one to get. That's a good one to get for a base auto. All right, pack 1. Oh, we got a couple more personals up here. We got 2025 Topps Update, 2 boxes of Update, and then a Blackhawks box for Fantastic Sports Cards. I'll get those. You'll be up next after this box. Yeah, definitely good base for sure. There's only about, I think there's about one other name in this product if you're going to pull a base auto you'd want over him, and that's maybe Eli Willits. I think he might be the number 2 in this product. Him or Killaby. And purple, look at that. Good color. Cade Anderson, purple. Does have some print lines through it. Might be able to buff those out, but I just wanted to get the gunk off it. We'll take that. Cade Anderson, purple. And blue, Jordan Yost. It's a good prospect there out of 150. Blue paper. Nevins. I'll get the guys sleeved up. JoJo Parker. Get the big names sleeved up for you right away. All right, auto side. See some color. There's Killaby. Another base auto. Hey, we'll take it. There's JoJo Parker refractor. Another top prospect. Another top draftee, Billy Carlson. Bring on the color, but at least giving us good base autos. At least we're getting good base auto names. All right, 2 down, 3 to go. All right, now we need that color. What was he? He was number 10. And Bowman Glass, Tate Selfseen, Braves. These are cool. Love these cards. Tate Selfseen on the Bowman Glass. is Billy Carlson in action. Out of 499, Caleb Bonham. And third base auto, Gustavo Melendez. All right, we need some color now. That's enough. Enough base autos. Gustavo Melendez. Some more Pirates. Still 11 left in Formula One, 13 in hockey, 22 in Bowman Draft Mixer. We got 10 left in football, 26 left in Topps Chrome, 28 in Ginter. I'm blind. After this, I think Amel's here. After this break, I'm gonna have him help me turn the brightness up. It looks a little dark. Now it looks lighter. I don't know. Seems like it's going in and out. Steal out of 100, Eduardo Tate. New Minnesota Twin came over in the Johan Duran trade. Kate Anderson. We do got blue. We got true blue auto. Nevins. 27. First is switch spots. Switch spots for us. Chase Shores out of 150. Give us Breemner. That is Chase Shores. I mean, second round pick. We'll take that. Chase Shores, true blue. We were close, though. We were close. One more pack for you, bud. Let's end with a big one. Let's get like some gold. Gold or better. Gold or better here. X-Fractor, Seth Hernandez, we'll take that. Nice one there. Ethan Conrad Speckle. Two good refractors right there. There's Hernandez base. Billy Carlson refractor. Ike Irish refractor. All right. Some good shiny ones in here. All right, here we go. Last auto coming up. In action is Quintero. Looks like green. It is true green. Come on, let's end with a big one. All right, we do got a first. He's a hitter. 57, Rockies, Cameron Nelson. Cameron Nelson. All around, very solid box. Would have been nice Would have been nice to hit one of those big names on the numbered autos, but nonetheless, we did get 2 numbered autos and 2 big name base autos at least. I'll take that. Conrad, Hernandez, Irish, Carlson, Nevins, Killaby, Keelan, Parker, Jordan Yost out of 150, Eduardo Tate 100, Caleb Bonemer out of 499, Salas 250. No problem. Thank you, buddy. Chase Shores, True Blue out of 150. True Green is going to be Cameron Nelson, Rockies. Gustavo Melendez, base auto, Pirates. Never know. Never know on those guys. Cade Anderson out of 250. We got Billy Carlson, base auto there, White Sox. Tate Salcine, Bowman Glass. And then Seth Hernandez. Better than a sharp stick. Exactly. I've seen Bowman act like a sharp stick to the eye before, so this one was definitely better than that. Appreciate you. All right, I need to go grab 2 2025 update hobby boxes and then another bicentennials. I keep saying bicentennials. All right, I'll be right back. They're definitely not bicentennial parallels like Heritage. All right. Fantastic Sports Cards, are you here? Let me do a little adjusting on some times quick. Go ahead and do, we'll go every other here. We'll start with a 25 update hobby. And then we'll do your Centennial box. And then after that, we'll do another hobby box. After that, the floor will be open if anybody else is interested in anything. What's up, Oz? How's it going, buddy? Do you want your tin shipped as well? I just ask everybody, because if you don't want it shipped, I'll just put it in the shop for someone. Otherwise, I have no problem shipping it. We'll save the silver packs. Perfect. Sounds good. I got you. Good luck, buddy. Let's see some cool stuff. Nick Kurtz, Mystical. And autograph out of 25. That's sweet. Jackson Jobe. Orange 1990 Topps baseball auto. On card as well. There we go. That's cool. The Tigers. Tigers, nice young pitcher there. And we had Mystical, Mr. Kurtz. Chunk in that one. We'll take orange autos out of some flagship any day. There's Tatis. I'll get your foils all sleeved up as well. Aaron Judge insert. That is Tyler Sucido. Interesting. Never heard that name. Yeah, Job's a nice young pitcher. I think he was pitching really well for them, and then I think he got hurt, if I remember correctly. There's Jazz Chisholm, Bleacher Reachers, Tatis. And out of 2025 is going to be Clay Holmes, Mets, Manny Machado foil. Oh, that's sweet. These are tough. Each player, I believe, has 10 of these cards, but Aaron Judge on the artwork by Keegan Hall, I want to say each player has 10 different cards, and the rarity of them changes, if I remember correctly. That's sweet. Aaron Judge, Keegan Hall artwork. They're tough. I think I've honestly only pulled like 1 or 2 of those out of this product. And anytime you can pull some Aaron Judge, we will take that. There's Scooble. It's a cool card for sure. I don't know a ton about them. I will be honest. I know they're tough, though, to pull. Uh, 10 left in Formula One. We can look them up too after this. Those Keegan Hall cards. Marcelo Mayer. Night Terror is going to be PCA. 2 PCAs. Graham Pauley. Marlins. Muncie insert. Jacob Wilson, Ernie Banks. Out of 250 is going to be Kevin Pillar, Rangers, purple. Mookie on the tops, black gold. And Chris Sale. Gonna wrap up our first box. I like it. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. We'll do that silver pack. And then we'll do your Centennial box. I almost did it again. I almost called it a Bicentennial box again. All right, let's see something cool out of here. Like, why is that border so different? I guess it's just different. Sammy Sosa, Darryl Strawberry, Miguel Cabrera, and Dylan Cruz. Another one down. Another one down in Formula One. Down to 9 left. 9 left in Formula One. After, like I said, we got Centennial box and another update hobby box. After that, the floor is open for personals. Plenty to choose from. Yeah, that's because I teased it last night and I forgot to change the name. Sorry, Oz. All right. Wonder if they have like Jonathan Tays, Patrick Kane, like dual autos in here. That would be really cool. We got Terry Ruskowinski out of 65 on the Windy City Blue. The Windy City Blue. Terry. Some old school there. Terry. Like we were talking about earlier, so it's greens are the base, then yellow are kind of like a little more short printed, and then there's orange, there's blue. Not sure what else there is yet. Those are the ones we've found so far. And auto is going to be Dale Talon. Dale Talon there, 1973 to 1978. On card auto there, Dale Talon. As a Blackhawks fan, I'm sure you'll appreciate that card. I'm not familiar with him. Gold, Dennis Savard, first rounder. Yellow, Dennis Savard. And the relic is going to be Kirby Dach. Kirby Dach, there's a more recent player there for the Blackhawks. Madhouse Materials. And Michael Goulet. Michael Goulet Centennial Choice Autographs. Old school. We're getting the old school guys here in this box. Michael Goulet for the Blackhawks. I just love that they're all on card autos. At least all the ones I've seen so far are. Just makes the card look so much nicer. Gold is going to be Brent Seabrook be capturing a champion. And that is going to wrap up your Centennial Blackhawks box. Good box there. I mean, 2 autos and a relic out of these boxes is great. Especially with the names that I assume that are on the checklist. Sure there are some big-time names. All right, one more box for you. And then we will be free and clear if anybody else wants any more personals. I will keep it up throughout the afternoon as well, though. Let's mix it up. Let's do the silver pack first this time. I like it. Luke Keyshaw, go Twins. Andre Dawson, Hideki Matsui, and Jerome Walton. Oh, speaking of Minnesota Twins, I'll show you what Titus got me today. So for covering Titus's shift today, I told him he's got to get me a Walker Jenkins auto at Twins Fest. How sweet does that look? So I like to collect the in-person autos. So Walker Jenkins crystallized with the red ink. It's kind of hard to see it picture from a picture, but it looks pretty sweet. Crystallized Walker Jenkins. That one's my newest collection. Newest addition to the PC. We are down to 6 left in Formula One. Fantastic Sports Cards, grabbing one more of each. Switch. Since you got another Centennial box, I'm gonna give you 2 rows here. Put all the cards together. All right, good luck, buddy. Cunha. And another auto. Gustavo Campero. So 2 for 2 on autos. Gustavo Campero. Angels. PCA. Dane Myers. Topps Black Gold, Nick Kurtz. Take that. There's Myers. Anything Kurtz. Kurtz, and more Kurtz. Out of 2025, Brian Sammons, Tigers. Derek Jeter. Jacob Wilson foil. Out of 250, Ryan Rollison. Ryan Rollison, Purple Rockies. There's my favorite parallel right there. It's hard to beat Purple Rockies. James Wood. Chris Sale. Let's get some sort of short print or something. I mean, I guess we got one short print, Yamamoto. Let's get like a home field advantage. Acuna Mystical. Lindor, Murdoch. Robert Hassel. Ohtani. Out of 150, Chandler Simpson. Speedy guy there for the Rays. Ohtani foil. Bleacher Reachers, Pete Alonso. And Nick Kurtz. And that is going to wrap up that one. Like I said, you got one more of each. I will go out and grab those before we do your recap. Let me get through these cards quick. Which box do you want to do? Which box do you want to do first? You want to do your update or your Centennial Blackhawks box? I'll be right back. All right, let's do the Hawks box first. Sounds good. Good luck. Magnuson. What to say? Wait, that one looked different. Niemi again out of 275 or 125 on the high decibel. Niemi was a good goalie. Was a great goalie actually. And Nick Leddy, go Gophers. Or yeah, he was a Gopher, right? Or from Minnesota. I think he was a Gopher and from Minnesota. Nick Leddy capturing a champion. Nick Leddy. And Ryan Donato. Ryan Donato. Heard of him too. This is cool here. Number 1 overall picks Patrick Kane, 2007. That's sweet. That's a cool relic. Let's read about it. Let's see if it's like game used or anything. Playing against the Minnesota Wild. Let's see. You have received a trading card with Patrick Kane game used hockey memorabilia that has been certified by the Upper Deck Company, having been used in an official NHL game. That's cool. Game used. You don't see game used very often anymore in anything. Very rarely. That's awesome though. That's a good holder right there. Good piece. Patrick Kane is a legend for sure. There's Patrick Kane capturing a champion gold. All right, nice box. This stuff is cool. This stuff is cool, especially if you're a even me not being a Blackhawks fan, I enjoy ripping this. Enjoy ripping this a lot. All right. Last box for you, buddy. I appreciate you. Save the silver pack this time. So after this box, the floor will be open. A Rosarania, Gunner, Night Tear. And how about 3 for 3 on autos? Spencer Schwellenbach, 3 for 3 on autos. I like it. Good Braves pitcher here. I feel like the Braves always producing great arms. Schwellenbach there. Lou Gehrig. Riley Green. Blake Trinan. I mean, we very easily could have went 3 for 3 on relics, but no, we went 3 for 3 on autos. We'll take that. Travis Janikowski out of 2025. Jackson Jobe, Topps Black Gold. Out of versus Schwarber, Yoel Pozo out of 150 Cardinals. Torkelson. Joe DiMaggio. Joe DeJoe has left and gone away. Hey, hey, hey. Junior Caminero. Karaoke Saturdays. Anybody up for it? McCutcheon. Max Lazar. Ellie De La Cruz, Dalton Rushing. Casey Mize. Roki. And Harmon Killebrew on the pink. Sharp print there, Twins. Logan Webb. I'd say this guy classifies as a bleacher reacher. Jim Thome. I've seen that guy hit probably the farthest home run I've ever seen in my life at Target Field. All right, that is, we do have your silver pack still. Silver pack, and then we'll recap. Appreciate everyone. Like I said, I will keep the personals open. Killebrew, Janikowski, Pozo, Simpson, Sammons, Rolson, Kurtz, Cruz, Keyshaw, Kurtz, Pilar, and Holmes. Forgot your silver pack again. Let's go one more. Okay. Jorbit, Williamson, Dominguez, Dingler. We'll finish this recap, and then I'll go get it. I'll keep your cards up there. Patrick Kane, Brent Seabrook, Dennis Savard. Let me go grab that while you get that one. Yeah, we're all out at this store. We have more at the other store. So we can if you want another one, we can get some more personals Monday. Yeah, I just went to go look. We're all out at this shop, unfortunately. We got some more at the other location. So what I can do is I can get some brought over here, and if you want another one on Monday, I'll toss up personals and we can do that. How's that sound? If not, no worries. We need probably a couple here anyways. Because I did 4. I did 4 of them on, what day did I did? I did 4 on Thursday and 3 today. So yeah, so that was the rest of them. All right, let's go ahead and recap what you got up here. I appreciate you. Fantastic. Niemi, 125. Terry out of 65. That is Ryan Donato. And then Kirby Doc relic. A couple autos over here. Spencer Schwellenbach and Gustavo. Next up is Nick Leddy, Michael Goulet, and then Dale Talon. Fun stuff. I like this. Aaron Judge there on the artwork by Keegan Hall, short print. I want to say, so I'm going to look this up after. I'll be back later this afternoon, obviously, with some breaks, and we can talk more about this card. I think it's like a 5 to 10 player checklist, and then each player has like 10 different cards. I can't remember exactly how it goes. This is sweet here. Number 1 overall pick, Patrick Kane, game used. Game used. That's an awesome card for a Blackhawks fan. And then Jackson Jobe out of 25. Fantastic sports cards. Congratulations, my man. All right. That is going to do for personal boxes right now. Like I said, I will keep it open for the afternoon. So if anybody wants to rip anything throughout the afternoon, we can go live at different times. We can go live at the end of breaks. I am down to just 5 left in Formula 1. Let's get that filled up and rip that here shortly. I appreciate everyone as always, and I'll be back here soon. Thanks, everyone.